Otty Sanchez, 33 years old, was charged with capital murder in the death of her 3-week-old son. Authorities found him decapitated and grossly mutilated in a bedroom of her sister's Texas house on July 26, 2009. Police said Sanchez chewed off 3 of her infant's toes and 8 parts of the brain. She allegedly used a knife and 2 swords in the attack.
If you are a fan of mysterious, crime, and horror stories, don't forget to like and subscribe. This greatly helps my channel to grow and get this content out there. Don't forget to turn all bell notifications to get notified when a new video has been uploaded. 2 to 3 video uploads are put up every week. So not take any more time, let's get back to our story.
The first police officers at the crime scene were so shocked they could barely speak. Officers found a bedroom doused in blood and the decapitated and mutilated body of a baby not even a month old. The mother, 33-year-old Otty Sanchez, was screaming that the devil made her do it. In Sanchez's family, hearing voices or seeing the occasional hallucination isn't unusual. Her mother, aunts and cousins have all had similar mental illness. Sanchez was an only child and never knew her father. She grew up in a crowded household with 7 other relatives and her mother. The family moved often, living in at least 3 states during Otty's childhood. They returned to San Antonio from California when Otty entered high school. Although Sanchez would later be diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia, her relatives had no idea she had mental illness until just a year before. That's partly explained by other relatives' illnesses. But her symptoms were also easy to ignore. They didn't obviously disrupt her life until just 1 year before the attack. In fact, family friends often described Otty as one of the most level-headed people in the family.
She has been hearing voices since age 5, according to the report from a psychiatric evaluation recently conducted on her in the county jail. The voices are often good voices telling her everything is going to be okay. But she also hears bad voices. One voice in particular named Lucy, which is telling her to do bad things like eat her hand. Sanchez was mostly able to live with these voices and mild paranoia for years. She finished high school and began taking pharmacy technician classes. That's where, in 2003, she met Scott Buchholz, who also is schizophrenic. The two began a dysfunctional, on-again, off-again relationship. Sanchez's mental illness worsened in the past 5 years. Her behavior became erratic. She had trouble staying employed, bouncing from one low-paying job to another. She worked at fast food restaurants and briefly as a home health caretaker. In late May 2008, Sanchez went to Austin with a friend. While her friend was getting an acupuncture treatment, Sanchez wandered off. She walked into a CVS and prowled the store for the next 7 hours. Police arrived and took her to the Austin State Hospital, where she stayed for 16 days. It was the first time her family learned of the severity of her mental illness. After her mental state stabilized, Sanchez was released. The nurses at Austin State Hospital referred her to outpatient care at the Center for Healthcare Services in San Antonio. They gave Sanchez the contact information, set up an appointment for her and later called to make sure she showed up. Throughout the summer of 2008, Sanchez, who was uninsured at the time, received free outpatient treatment from the San Antonio clinic, including regular counseling sessions and antipsychotic medication. She soon was feeling much better, according to her health records. But in early September 2008, that all changed. The Center for Healthcare Services could no longer afford to provide Sanchez treatment. She would have to either pay or qualify for a government benefit.
The clinic workers didn't have the time or resources to track her down. They moved on to the next client on the waiting list. At about the same time she stopped receiving treatment, Sanchez reunited with Buchholz. In late September 2008, she got pregnant. You needn't be a psychiatrist to see trouble looming for 2 schizophrenics, one off her medication, deciding to have a baby. After the hospital ushered her out the door with little more than an information sheet, there was still one last opportunity to prevent the killing. On the afternoon of July 25, 12 hours before the attack, Sanchez visited Buchholz and his mother, Kathleen. Sanchez had been living with her relatives and wanted to retrieve from Buchholz the baby's diaper bag and her medication. She hadn't taken a pill in 8 days. Buchholz's mother noticed that Sanchez seemed erratic and paranoid. Neither Buchholz nor his mother would agree to an interview for this story. A relative who answered the phone at Buchholz's home said he's no longer speaking with reporters. At one point, Sanchez refused to let Kathleen Buchholz hold the baby because she feared Kathleen was trying to steal her son or breastfeed him. The Buchholzes told Sanchez that she needed to seek help. At that, Sanchez abruptly got up and fled the house. Kathleen Buchholz called law enforcement and told officers that Sanchez had run off with the child and was an unstable schizophrenic. The officers, members of the Bexar County Sheriff's Department, took no action.
Oh my God.
San Antonio Fire Department, how can we help you?
I need an ambulance at 361 Wayside Drive.
351 Wayside?
Yeah.
A house or an apartment?
It's a house. It's an emergency.
Okay. And what's going on? What's the emergency?
I'm sorry.
What's the emergency? What's going on?
My sister has, she's her child.
Hello?
Hello?
Tell me what's going on. Don't talk to the other people. Talk to me.
My sister has, she's hurt her child. Seriously, hurt her child.
How did she do that? What's going on with the child?
The baby is dead. Jesus.
What did you say?
The baby is dead.
How old is the baby?
The baby's 3 weeks, not even 3 weeks old.
3 weeks old?
Not even 3 weeks old, please.
What did she do to him? Or her?
She stabbed him. There's blood all over the bed. I don't know.
All right, ma'am. Stay on the line. You're going to connect you up to the police, okay? Stay on the line. All right. Go ahead.
Ma'am, what is your name? My name is Priscilla Garcia. Where is your sister at? Just stay there, Auntie. Stay there. I'm sorry. Priscilla, where's your sister at? She's just sitting on the couch. She's gone crazy last night. She was hearing voices. She kept bringing me the baby, and finally she calmed down, and I took her back the baby. And then now I just woke up to her screaming. Okay, how old is the baby? Not even 3 weeks old. The baby's dead. The baby's dead. Please, somebody come. Okay, they're on their way, buddy, okay? I need the keys so I can open the front door. Oh, my God.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Do not touch the baby. Don't disturb anything in the area there, okay?
My mom was holding the baby. My mom was holding the baby. She put the baby down.
All right, ma'am. Everybody's on the way to help you, okay?
Oh, I need to find the keys to the front door. No, Auntie, nobody's there. It's okay, baby. Just stay right there. Is that your sister? Yes. Oh my God, I can't believe it. You stand yourself? Hi, sister, I told you to come to me. I'm not dead, Auntie. I'm standing right here talking to you. Priscilla? Yes. Where did she stab herself? In the heart and in the stomach, she says. Where did she see it? I see a stab wound in her heart, yes. Your sister? I'm looking at her right now, yes. EMF? Okay. All right, they're on their way, okay? Oh my God, oh my God! I love you. Auntie. Mama, calm down. My mom on the phone with you, and that's right now. I can't call him right now. Ma'am? Yes. I'm going to go ahead and let you go, okay? They're on their way. All right, bye-bye.
Otty Sanchez was taken to a local hospital in critical condition with self-inflicted stab wounds to her chest and stomach. Investigators took a sword, a machete and a kitchen knife from the home. Officers also found 2 children unharmed at the home, though it wasn't immediately clear where they were taken. Sanchez explains the decision to kill her son, saying, "The voices told me to eat his insides. I was a harlot because I had committed adultery. There was a demon in my stomach. The demons would come out of her stomach if she ate Scotty. This had to be done by 5 in the morning. Scotty would evolve and he would no longer be possessed." Sanchez says the act of eating her child made her gag and throw up, but the voices told her to eat again. After her arrest for the death of Scotty, Otty Sanchez was taken to University Hospital where she continued to hear the voices, this time telling her that she was going to get a heart transplant and that she was going to be hurt. Both Dr. Sellers and Puryear concluded after their evaluations that Otty Sanchez was suffering from mental illness. Sanchez was found not guilty by reason of insanity. She will be sent to a state mental institution in Vernon, Texas, where she will receive a yearly evaluation of her mental capacity by the court.
This finishes our story of the day. If you still have not done it, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. This is Criminal Mind TV wishing you a great day. Don't forget to stay tuned for the next episode. See you soon.